We continue to follow the Russian invasion of Ukraine, and we want to take a closer look now at the economic impact this could have and what it means for us here in the U.S. Let's bring in Dr. Wojtek Wolfe, an associate professor at the Rutgers-Camden School of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Wolfe, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So we have been watching gas prices rise for some time now, feels like months at this point. And today, President Biden warned gas companies not to exploit the invasion to raise those prices even further. What do you think will happen?
In the short term, we are going to continue to see higher gas prices. Russia provides about 7% of our oil imports, and while that's a small amount, it is a large global oil exporter. And whenever a country at that level experiences this type of conflict, it's going to shake the markets and it is going to create volatility in the price.
Yeah. Not only energy prices are of concern here, but Russia and Ukraine are also major producers of grains, wheat, other commodities. So how might the invasion affect trade and the prices of oil and even food?
In the short term, it's a pretty negative outlook. Their major export to Europe is natural gas, and Europe actually imports 80% of the natural gas that Russia exports. And the problem is there's no one available to replace that because natural gas is very geographically dependent. You can't just ship it like you do crude oil. But it is also a large grain exporter, as is Ukraine. And it is also a very large exporter of nitrogen-based fertilizers. So you're looking at impact on both food exports and agricultural exports that are going to affect future crops. There are also other minerals that affect steel production, nickel, stainless steel. So those effects are going to be felt worldwide, and they will trickle into the U.S.
So we should sort of be bracing for those ripple effects. Let's talk about stocks now. They've been kind of all over the place today, fell early and then surged later on. Do you think this kind of volatility will be temporary, or will we be seeing this until there's some kind of resolution in Europe?
Well, the market itself was really looking for a decent-sized correction, and that's what we have this week and in the last 2 weeks. The question is, has the market found its bottom? And that really depends on whether or not this conflict stays localized. What you notice is that all the actors in this are really trying to limit the impact, and they're trying to make sure this doesn't spill over into other countries. If that continues to be the path, then it's likely that this conflict will end in a relatively short period of time. But if it spills over into other parts of the region, as many European wars do, then we're going to be back at the drawing board to try and figure out what is the short-term hold for us.
Yeah, wow, so much remains to be seen. Dr. Wolfe, thanks so much for talking with us today.
Thank you.